Okay, we are here with Scholes and Newell to talk about a very interesting case in the travel services industry.
I'm Scholes. I'm the CFO for Tourvest Travel Services, the leading travel management company in South Africa, spearheaded by our technology called Travel IT. I contacted Emil, knowing him from previously, and we started examining the supply chain of the travel industry, and we picked up that a lot of payments was done with a very traditional but expensive method. So we identified opportunities where we could actually bring in supply chain funding as a principle. And what we identified is that it's a glaring example of a win-win situation. And in early 2020, when the COVID pandemic hit, to give an idea, we were doing around 11,000 transactions a day. And South Africa went into a lockdown on the 27th of March. On the 28th of March, we did nothing, zero. So it was a very good time to reevaluate and look at the survival of the business. We come from a very manual payment process. And with the help of Addendum and the technology, we've been able to automate a lot of our payment processes, which is also a huge cost saver and an improvement in terms of our productivity.
It was extraordinary to be involved in something in the travel industry. And as far as I know, this is the first supply chain finance program in the world in the travel industry. And Scholes and I couldn't believe when we started analyzing the numbers, the cost, etc., how much value we can unlock for Tourvest as well as for their suppliers. So that was fascinating for me. And that's probably why the Supply Chain Finance Awards doesn't have a travel and tourism section under the awards. This is an absolute no-brainer, right? You would pay 3%, let's call it between 1.6 and 3% merchant fees on a credit card transaction. And now suddenly you're paying a lot less, right? Supply chain finance, even at South Africa's high interest rates, supply chain finance is significantly less. They provided the data and we preloaded a lot of these suppliers, right? So we didn't even ask them to go on and register and provide all their details. We just preloaded all of it because at the end of the day, it was such a no-brainer, right? We didn't even want to burden the small suppliers by asking them to log in and register, even though all the registrations are typically done electronically. We just preloaded them, right? And then the second part, as always, is you need to have a good discussion with the supplier, right? And that's where the Tourvest team, Scholes and his team, they were really great. They sat down with every single supplier. Why don't we just automate all of this? You get paid directly with an electronic bank transfer directly into your bank account on an automated basis. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to type this number into a credit card terminal. If everybody in the tourism industry did this, you wouldn't even need the credit card terminal, right? So then you would save on hardware costs and then everything else that's associated with that.
A lot of the small suppliers, pay a premium to receive funds through the credit card system. If we offer them a solution, at a fraction of the cost, I think we've actually approached the tip of the iceberg, and we're very excited to see how we can continue down this journey and improve.